Welcome to Newsphere Global, where we bring you the most authentic, updated, and comprehensive international sports coverage. Today's spotlight is on the electrifying face-off between Zimbabwe and New Zealand, a match that turned heads and surprised many with its energy, spirit, and intensity. A decision that clearly reflected their strategy to set the pace of the game by putting up a commanding total. The opening stand put up a partnership that crossed the 50-run mark before Zimbabwe got their first breakthrough. A clever, slower delivery forced an aerial shot that landed straight into the hands of triggering celebrations among the Zimbabwean fielders. Trent Bolt and Tim Southee were as threatening as ever. The swing and seam they generated with the new ball made batting extremely difficult. Within the first 6 overs, Zimbabwe had already lost 2 key wickets. Both were a result of near-perfect deliveries that either nipped back into the batter or moved away late. It was a statement of determination by Zimbabwe, a country whose cricketing journey has seen many highs and lows. In the post-match ceremony, both captains showed great sportsmanship. The Zimbabwean skipper appreciated his team's grit, but admitted that dropped catches and loose bowling at the death cost them the game. The New Zealand captain praised Zimbabwe's fight and acknowledged the energy of the crowd, saying, "It felt like a proper cricketing occasion. The players gave their all, and while the result was not in their favor, the performance was filled with positives, from tight spells of bowling to bold stroke play in the middle order." For New Zealand, it was another display of professionalism. They executed their plans flawlessly, didn't panic even when Zimbabwe fought back, and ensured they had control over key moments of the match. Their bowling unit, as always, worked like a well-oiled machine. The spinners choked the middle overs, and the pacers delivered under pressure. The pressure was mounting. But then came a phase where Zimbabwe showed resilience. Their number 3 and 4 batters stitched together a partnership that temporarily shifted momentum. At Newsphere Global, we celebrate these moments. Moments that bring the game to life and show that no team should ever be underestimated. Zimbabwe may have lost on paper, but in the eyes of many fans around the world, they earned respect today. Running between the wickets improved, and the occasional boundaries kept the scoreboard ticking. If you enjoy detailed cricket analysis and want more updates from across the cricketing world, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a story. Until next time, keep watching, keep supporting, and stay informed with Newsphere Global, where the world watches cricket. They reached the 100-run mark without losing further wickets, and suddenly there was hope. But what followed was a masterclass from New Zealand's top order. The pitch had dried out, giving the spinners just enough grip to trouble the batters. A mistimed reverse sweep led to a critical wicket, and then came a stumping off a beautifully tossed-up delivery. In just a span of a few overs, Zimbabwe's middle order collapsed, and what had once looked like a promising chase began to lose shape. Kane Williamson came in at number 3 and brought stability, anchoring the innings with his trademark composure and precision. He played with remarkable courage, reaching his 50 with a powerful pull shot, and then lifting the run rate with some exceptional. The crowd came alive once again, cheering every shot and willing their team forward. He struck a couple of huge sixes over long on, one of which nearly hit the camera tower. With 50 runs needed off the last 5 overs, there was still a mathematical chance. But cricket is a game of pressure, and that pressure told. A failed attempt to scoop a Yorker over short fine leg led to his dismissal, and with that, the Zimbabwean innings unraveled. The tail didn't offer much resistance, and the team was eventually bowled out for 243, falling short by 41 runs. The run rate steadily improved as singles and doubles flowed, mixed with occasional boundaries that came from sheer timing and placement rather than power. The pitch conditions were mostly favorable to batting early on, with the surface showing good bounce and carry, though there was just enough grip later in the day to make life interesting for spinners. The opening pair from New Zealand approached the innings with calculated caution. The first few overs were quiet, with Zimbabwe seamers doing an excellent job in keeping the scoring tight. The line and length were disciplined, not offering any room for the batters to free their arms, although many had counted Zimbabwe out before the first ball was even bowled. This match turned out to be a gripping contest that reminded us why cricket is loved across nations. It wasn't just about who won or lost, it was about the moments that unfolded, moments that captured the passion, strategy, and raw talent on both sides. Glenn Phillips and Darrell Mitchell came in and immediately pushed the tempo. Phillips in particular displayed incredible control and aggression, taking the bowlers apart with a flurry of boundaries, including a massive 6 that cleared the stadium roof and drew gasps from the crowd. The final 10 overs were dominated by the Kiwi middle order. With wickets in hand, they exploded, scoring over 65 runs in the last 5 overs alone. Zimbabwe's fielders struggled to contain the big hits, and some misfields under pressure added to the total. By the end of 50 overs, New Zealand had posted a commanding total of 284 runs, a score that would require Zimbabwe to bat out of their skins to chase down. The match began with New Zealand winning the toss and opting to bat first. Despite that, New Zealand managed to slowly build momentum. Zimbabwe showed heart in the field, diving around and rotating their bowlers smartly, but it was the 25th to 40th over period where the match started slipping out of their hands. After a short break, the Zimbabwean openers walked out to the middle, facing one of the most experienced new ball attacks in world cricket. But this hope was short-lived, as New Zealand introduced their spinners, Mitchell Santner and Ish Sodhi. The game tilted once more, yet there was one standout batter for Zimbabwe who kept the fight alive. While the scoreboard showed a New Zealand victory, the match was far more than that. The player of the match was awarded to Glenn Phillips for his match-defining innings, which not only lifted New Zealand to a competitive total, but also shifted the entire momentum of the game. This match once again proved that cricket is not just about winning, it's about the game, the fight, the skill, and the spirit. Thank you for watching this match report on Newsphere Global.